Okay, hello. I'm Manon Fraser, and I'm a member of the League of Women Voters here in New Ulm. And today I have the privilege of being here with April Eide, our library director here at the public library. Welcome, April.
Thank you.
I would like, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been at our library.
Sure. Well, I started at the library in 2017 as the assistant library director. Before that, I had been the assistant library director at the West Fargo Public Library in West Fargo, North Dakota. And so I came to this library because the position offered a chance for me to do some things I hadn't done a lot of yet, programming namely, as well as be closer to family.
Oh, well, so you're originally from Minnesota?
I am. I grew up in southern Minnesota, kind of right in between Rochester and Owatonna.
Well, wonderful. Well, we're happy to have you. I understand that the library has accepted and worked on for over a year now a new strategic plan.
That's right.
And I would like, can you give us kind of an overview of what, this whole year comprised and what they came up with?
Sure. So we started working on the new strategic plan in fall of 2022. A committee made up of library board members, community members, and library staff met about once a month to form our new strategic plan. So that included things like building a new mission, vision, and value statement, looking at our overarching goals, and then ultimately the types of activities we'll complete to meet those goals.
Wonderful. Can you give us some ideas of maybe some of the things that the strategic plan brought to light that maybe will be something new for, the library or for the patrons that they may notice?
Yeah, so we've talked a lot about our library space. Kind of the role of libraries is ever changing. We still offer books and other things to check out, but more and more libraries are looking at being gathering spaces in their community, space for people to meet, people to use as a workspace. And so we really want to find ways that we can meet that in our library. We have this great big building, it's wide open, and so there's not a ton of space for small group, private group things. So we're looking at things like, could we add study rooms? Could we make dedicated spaces for more of these types of meetings that people want to have?
And we do need to point out that it's all handicap accessible.
Yes, it currently
So
is.
there's no barriers here.
Right.
And is there different times of the strategic plan is for 5 years.
Yes.
Is there different things that may take place like this year or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? How, this is going to be implemented? Or you're not trying to do it all at once?
No, that would be impossible. We've set some lofty goals for ourselves. But we did assign kind of each activity kind of a goal year that it would be implemented in, but we know that there are things that are going to take several years because we have to do some investigation as to how we might implement things or work on the budget for it, how we might pay for some of the things we'd like to do.
Yes.
So it's a lot of the things in the plan will take us several years to accomplish.
Oh, wonderful. Can you, I know from being on the library board, we talk about opening the library up to more of, people who may not use the library as much. I know we've implemented, the Hispanic books, the Spanish-speaking books and stuff like that.
Yes, we really want our services to be accessible for everyone.
Yes.
And so that's a big goal, and we know that we have a lot of groups who may not use the library or may not feel like there's anything for them here.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that we want to do is kind of investigate, who are we missing and how can we get them in? Does that mean that we need more materials in other languages? Do we need some of our brochures or our website, those kind of things to be in other languages so that we are meeting people where they're at. Do we need to offer services or programs for people that we aren't meeting right now? So what can we do to get more teens in the library and make sure that they know that this is a place for them to be as well?
Well, and I think too, just so everyone knows, they can come in at any time and say, hey, have you ever thought about doing this?
Oh,
or I would
absolutely.
love to have this. And you have the ability through the Travis DeSue library system to maybe get some of the materials they can't find right here in New Ulm.
Yes, we do. First of all, I wanted to address your point that we love to hear from our patrons.
Yes.
If you tell us, I heard about this presenter or this kind of service that another library is offering, or I think this would be a cool thing for New Ulm to have, we want to know about that. We can't make any promises, but if it seems like something that we could accommodate, we'd love to explore it. So
Yes.
please let us know those things. And then we do have access to materials throughout the state through the Traverse DeSue Regional Library. There are 12 regional library systems in Minnesota, and Traverse DeSue, or TDS, is out of Mankato, and they serve our region here. And so we can request materials from other libraries in our region, and then also libraries throughout Minnesota. So it's pretty rare that we can't find something.
Well, and I know I have just become a new user of Libby, which, has really become one of my favorite go-to, to either find books to read or books to listen to. The audio, I think for those of us getting older, is a really great part of this library.
Yes, Libby, our use of Libby continues to grow. I think people are really excited about it. It's so nice because a lot of cars nowadays don't even have CD players in them, and so
Yep.
you can plug, get a book loaded on Libby and plug it into your audio system of your car or your Bluetooth speaker at home and listen to an audiobook. And it's really good for people who are on the go. If you like to have an ebook, you can just pull it out with your phone.
Yes.
But we're happy if someone wants to explore, if Libby's a great resource for them, we're happy to sit down and help them set up the app and
They had
get
to help me
started.
set up the app. I was pretty unsure of what to do next. What's coming up at the library in the next few months?
Well, right now we're working on planning our summer reading program. Deep into the planning stages of that. That's always a really fun thing for us in the summer.
Yes.
So we'll start early June, and that usually goes through the end of the July. So that's our big focus right now, is our summer reading program.
And I know right now you have an adult reading program.
We do. Through the end of February, we have our adult reading program, so you can stop by the service desk to sign up, and it's really self-directed. You choose what you want to read, color in the sheet, and turn it back in for a free book and a chance to win some prizes.
Let us color it.
Yes.
That doesn't happen very
No.
often. So have you set the actual dates for the reading program yet, or is that?
No, it's generally first or second week in June through the end of July. We kind of look at when the schools are ending their
Yes.
years.
Yes, and that's coming up really fast.
Yes.
So I know that they're going to put some of the strategic plan on New Cat so that people can look at it. Can they come into the library and say, I want to look at the strategic plan?
Yes, we have a copy here that can be viewed at the library, or we can also get you connected. It's on our website in the About Us section. So the website is www.newulmlibrary.org.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for taking your time today and coming down. I know you're very busy, and we really appreciate it. I know I've heard wonderful things about, the library and how the first thing people do is come to the library. It was the first thing I did, because not only can you find anything you want about the world, but you can find a lot about New Ulm
Yes, you can.
and what's going on.
Yes, we have our community board where you can find out what's happening in the area. We have a lot of New Ulm history, old New Ulm newspapers, and then our staff who, live in the area, they're great resources for all of that too.
Yes, that's great. And then they can look into maybe book clubs and
Yes.
chess club and all the other gatherings that do come here, because yes, it is becoming a great gathering place.
Yes.
So, all right, I want to thank April for coming today, and I want to thank New Ulm Access Television for having us here. So thank you very much.